Welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Just about set to go. And on the hill here today, Big Tyler Glasnow. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's George Springer. That one fouled off. In the air, out towards right center. Edman makes the grab, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Some high cheese for strike three.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that skips in the dirt. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they
tosses to first, and that is that. And we're back. And on the mound today, Kevin Gausman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Lucas racing over to make the catch. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's going to be Mookie Betts. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead. Betts into second.
Picks himself up an RBI, ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
One out, runner at second. And now Max Muncy. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Out of here. Max Muncy leaves the yard, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
One down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
One out, base is empty. And now, Will Smith. That one hammered center field. That's back there. That one is gone. He hammers one out to center. It's 5-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And now, Hae-Sung Kim. That's carrying. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. And they add on. It's 6-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. A change in the first, and here's the new arm, Yariel Rodriguez. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Yariel Rodriguez.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away. Tommy Edman at the plate. That one ripped. That'll make it out of here. He made him pay for that one. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 8-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Man at second with one away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Lobber to right field, way back, gone. A 2-run homer. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yariel Rodriguez. Pitching change here, Nick Sandlin. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Mookie now. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. One out, runner at second. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. steps on first for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder.
He's already homered here in this one.
Hernandez.
And that one hammered back there. Squeezes it, and that is that. New inning getting started, and here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First offering, and it just misses. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays.
Will Wagner.
Swing and a foul out of play. One out, bases empty.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 10. Will Smith to the plate.
For the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Sandlin back to work. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, Ha-Seong Kim. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Well done, drives in the run. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the ball.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there, on its way, gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Hard on the ground to first. Guerrero takes it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Freeman.
Foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Freddie across the score. It's 14-0. Throw cut off to third. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I love seeing a nice triple into the gap. It's just a great baseball play. You've got to get out of the box. You've got to cut the bases. And sometimes you've got to pick up your third base coach. And on top of that, nice swing to barrel up the ball out front. And he was on his horse the entire way to third. Very well done.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move. New pitcher on here, Eric Swanson.
Number 50, Eric Swanson.
So one gone with a runner at third. Here's Betts. And that is out of play.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Shohei to the plate and scores. And the lead continues to grow. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. Here's Max Muncy. Towards first. Fair ball. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Now here is Teoscar Hernandez. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 18-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
One down. The batter now will be Will Smith. And a foul ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Got all of that one. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 19-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Brendan Little into the game.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays.
Base is empty, one away, and stepping in is the speedy Hesung Kim. And that one is lifted in the air. Santander in pursuit. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. And
now
here is Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Clement. They take the force out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. We head on down to the top of the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swings through that high fastball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Nathan Lucas stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the batting order turns over, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. See you later. And they boost their lead. It's 20-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And up next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Swings here and blasts one left field, and it hits the fence. Runner on at first with 1 gone. At the plate, Max Muncy. This one smoked, could be trouble. Betts around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay, safe, and the lead continues to grow. Man at second with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 23-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brendan Little done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm.
Now pitching for
Tommy Nance comes on now.
number 45. Tommy.
One out, base is empty.
Yeah.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. Going, gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His third home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 24-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now at the plate, Tae-Sung Kim. That one laced to center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. The batter will be Michael Conforto. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And here comes Tommy Edman. That one ripped right center field. Back there. Tattooed and gone. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 27-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now here is Shohei Ohtani. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that ball is gone. A towering shot to center. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. It's 29-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Mookie Betts now. And first offering is fouled off.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, and he's 5 for 5.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here comes Max Muncy. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Lucas ranging back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely, moving up on the flyout, and there are 2 balls.
Now batting, left fielder,
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Oh, he botches it. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. It's a huge inning for him as they score 10 times. So up next, George Springer. Fastball for a strike. Springer, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Bichette batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
2 outs, base is empty.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one ripped. Gone.
The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And it's another double for him. His 5th hit of the game. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. Chad Green ready to go.
Number 57.
Man at second here with 2 away. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And that one is out of here.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's a big power threat. Max Muncy. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now here is Teoscar Hernandez. That one back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first base.
This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Kim brings it in. 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Wagner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right down the chute, and that is strike 2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Fly ball to right. Conforto hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Struck out looking in his first at bat. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Green back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jimmy Garcia.
Number 93. Jimmy
Hesung
Garcia.
Kim digs in now. Swing, a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that one is gone.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Michael Conforto getting ready to hit. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Springer there makes the catch. One away. So the lineup flips over. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Lucas going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
And next for LA, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lucas right there to make the grab. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're through 5. Major League Baseball is on the show. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. He's 0 for 1.
Jimenez.
There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Glass now, ready and deals. In the dirt, now 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Clement takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. There's a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting.
So a man at first.
Number 7. Blake. Now.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Springer up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
This ball's chopped on the ground. To second, there's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. 5.5 innings complete. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Digging in, Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Turns and fires to Betts. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is gone.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Muncy digs in. That one ripped way back there. Forget it.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Headed down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the sixth. That one fouled hard the other way. Stays alive. Swing and a base hit. And up next
Now
for Los Angeles, Will Smith trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
That one blasted deep to right. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience.
So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next to hit, Michael Conforto. Santander racing after it. He's there. He's got it. Then there's one down. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the lineup, Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though. He keeps his composure and they get the out. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. In the air, left field, down the line, and that one is off the wall. Here comes Edman to score, and they extend their lead. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fouled off left side.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Shohei to the plate and scores. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play. So man aboard. And now it's Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Betts stands at second with 2 gone. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. Muncy into second. It's a double. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O from me right now.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game. Michael Conforto, the next to hit. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Santander, long run. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And George makes the grab. Bo Bichette up to the dish. It was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Snell, a 6'4" lefty, 32 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here is Anthony Santander. Snell ready to fire now. And that's in for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next offering is fouled back. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Now it's going to be Tommy Edman.
The 7th fielder, Tommy Edman.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here is Freddie Freeman. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Edman around second. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He will score, and the lead continues to grow. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. Here's Mookie Betts. That one ripped. That's back. Gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean,